All right, folks. Just this is Cronus here. Just getting back from QHLAN a couple of days ago, feeling inspired. Decided I thought, what could help me learn the game? And I was having some big conversations on Quick World Discord as well as the North American Discord. And Xantum mentioned that he did a lot of streaming back in the day, and it taught him a lot of 4-on-4 strategy. So I figured I'd give it a shot. This will be my first demo recording. My focus is not really going to be to entertain. It's not going to be to tell you what's going on in the whole map. It's mostly going to be thinking about the decision-making process of whoever I'm tracking during the course of the game. I'll probably end up trying to track a single player through the course of the entire game rather than kind of hopping around with an auto track. The goal being, hey, if I'm in this case, Mutilator's shoes, what am I thinking after every spawn? What am I thinking after every pickup of a power-up, etc.? And teach myself and hopefully teach you guys something as well. So without further ado, here we go. We're going to watch Mutilator this game. This is from the most recent QHLAN, Get Quad versus, who are they playing? Book, yes. So Mutilator spawned Telly with teammate Reppy went and grabbed RL, and Mutilator went high to pick up low, and he's probably going to be looking to get an armor here and head to low at 30, or not. Looks like he's going high. Looking at the overlay, he's got a teammate at high already, so grabs high at 35. Next high is going to be 5. Now he's probably going to see if he can pick up any teleports coming through. He also knew that Mega was about to spawn because he had it, so he had the timing on it. He knows next quad's coming up soon. He wants to make sure that he gets that and the enemy doesn't. That was a nice kill in the path. And he's got a teammate pretty stacked who's probably going to grab quad. He's just going to add support. So already you can see 3 of his team with RLs, including him. He's probably going to stay high. He's going to try to figure out where to pick up an armor now. He doesn't want to, you don't be 0-100 with an RL. Quad's roaming around, which means there's probably going to be some freak frags, so he's probably wanting to get this yellow and stay, or not stay Telly. I would have thought he would have stayed Telly, but let's see where he's going now. Now he's going back to Telly to cover it. But you can tell someone already slipped, so now he's getting flooded, having to get out of there. He's going to probably sweep high at 47, yep. Next high is 17. Knows he needs health, he needs armor. He's probably not going to be able to do much on quad. He probably wants to try to keep his weapon, if he can. Using the grenade launcher to keep enemies away from him, give himself a little space. Walked over a couple spawns there, probably not the best. Teammate's got quad, he's grabbing this yellow. Just gonna check high, baby sweet pie. What's up? Nope. Since no one's, well, it looks like Reppy's down there covering Telly, so there shouldn't be any enemies slipping right now. Grab the health, stack back up, yep. TCO is probably going to want to rock it, so he's probably going to save high for TCO. TCO doesn't get it somewhere else. TCO already at Telly, so... Oh, no. That was a bad mistake. He knew TCO was at Telly. Well, he didn't, probably because he doesn't have overlay on. But TCO probably should have told him he was at Telly. And he never should have walked over the spawn anyway, so... It was a bad one. Mega's coming. I was going to say Mega's coming up because he had it right when he got telefragged, so didn't hit it that time, but picks up high at 27, 57, I guess. Let's see if he stays here or tries to go get an armor. Oh yeah, that Mega's going to come up again, so he knows that. So he's waiting on the Mega. Then let's see where his team needs him or where he needs to maybe grab some armor. I know something the Euros do is maintain high positioning rather than necessarily just covering telly. A lot of times they'll cover it from high, and we've got a couple players in North America that do that, like Zord, but the majority of us typically cover it with low. In some of the games, there were definitely some moments where the EU teams would rocket jump up from big and get to high, and that'd be unbeknownst to the telly cover, person covering telly, and so covering from high is definitely not a bad idea. Got two enemies back room. He's gonna see if he can at least get a rocket in there to kill one or two of them. Just took out a teammate, which wasn't ideal there. Where's he at? He's low in rockets. He needs to pick up some ammo. He knows that high is gonna, or the telly's gonna spawn. The floating's gonna spawn here. It looks like a teammate's gonna take it. He's probably got high time. I don't remember what it is at this point. So, or what time quad is? I should. Oh, that was a nice, fortunate spawn. Took a bunch of self-damage though, but quad's 11. Teammate should have left him floating there. That was a mistake. Try not to get squished before he grabs that yellow. Yep. Now he's gonna clear low out. Try to hold it for maybe TCO. Oh, there's a pack. Not anymore. That was a good push by Book to try to grab that, but didn't quite get it before Mutilator swept it. Alright, so quad's 11. He's still a pretty good stack. Got a pretty big lead. He might have been able to leave that one for a teammate. Let's see, no one's at quad right now, so I'm surprised he's not going for quad. Quad is up. Teammate just got it though. Guess maybe team comms had they already in good shape there. Now he's just covering water telly area. Doesn't want those guys to slip though. Didn't want to get stuck here, but not ideal. But you can always slip to high and cover it from here. Sleeping high at 13. Quad's about maybe 12 or 13 now. Looked like it got delayed a second or two, but team's in pretty good shape. Reppy's at low. He's probably going to push this quad to low. Oh, quad's right at 11 still. Yeah, he wants to take out that weapon. Nice. Gotta be careful with the splash damage on yourself here. He'd love to have a super shotgun there, but just doesn't have it. Nice. Catches Milton. That's definitely worth practicing, is shooting through those bars over and over and over. Alright, next quad is now. Yep. Oh, ouch. That was not necessary self-damage. Maybe a little nervous. Yeah. No secrets up because he took it last. Oh, that was smart of Milton to try to get him to bore a little. When you're shotgun and quads around, you always want to try to get right in their face, because sometimes people will just not react fast enough and they'll shoot themselves and blow all of you up. So, getting a little low. Grab secret now. He knows it's up again, or about to be. Yep. Secret's 1. It's nothing to try to do is that they do in Europe that we don't do, is really time secret pretty well. They actually have a team role that times secret and tries to run secret as much as possible. I'm not sure where that fits in the roles of like a quad and a telly, etc., but it is something that BPS mentioned to me when I was on his draft team. Also, another thing I heard Peppy mention was when one teammate is getting quads, it often makes a lot of sense to let that same teammate get quads because he's got a good idea of where the other team is hanging out and spending time from having done the other quad runs, which makes a lot of sense. So, and you can see Mutilator's finally got that super shotgun, which is so awesome to have when you got quad. It's a good way to do a lot of damage without blowing yourself up. So maybe we're gonna try to save this Mega for a teammate. Next squad's in 10 seconds, 11 seconds, so we might just grab all this and head to quad. Nope, no, he's got teammates at telly area. I think they're probably telling him everything's fine, so he's not gonna push quad. He's gonna run back room and low. Yep, there he goes. But that's a lot of enemy. Wow, you saw how fast boomsticks just ate him up. 4 boomsticks just destroyed 200. That's crazy. Those are megas coming up too. Yep, there it is. Also knows low's about to spawn. Yep, that's really bad for Buck, because then I got a stacked Mutilator yet again. But again, he knew that from having just run all of that, so he might try to grab this red. Oh, he's gonna give it for a teammate. Gonna save low for help Razor get low here. Smart. Go back on himself. No, he's just kind of absorbed the role of back room low. And one of the things I've noticed is it seems like you run low or run back room and stay back room until low's about to spawn. Surprised he's not going low right now. I guess TCO's over there with quad. Never mind. So he's just staying. Especially when you've got mega as part of what you're doing back here, you pretty much got everything you need. You got a red, you got a mega. And you've got the low time, so he'll probably go out and grab the next low after this mega. Yeah, there he goes. Low is 44. And back room. Team's in good shape, so he's just running low. You can see how many frags he's picking up just by all these boom stickers. That sucked. I think that was mostly him getting bored because low's about to spawn, so but he's going to stack back up. Looks like he gave up a red while he was gone also, so that was a mistake to leave red, I think. Back room there, because maybe it was a teammate that got it, I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. Back room mega might be up now. Ammo's situation or health situation is getting critical, and ammo's low also, so he's not going to be able to stay here much longer without mega spawning. Nice. Alright, low's going to be around 45-ish. Yeah, 46. Nice. You can run back room and hang out again. Oh, now the mega's up. Doesn't really need it. So I was trying to save for a teammate after he shoots him. Alright, now it's gonna help teammate get low at 16. No, he took a shot there. That's tough. He's gonna have to bug out. It's been up. He hasn't died much. 4 deaths. That's crazy. Against Book. Oh boy. I might have asked him to come help big or come help quad maybe. I'm not sure quad time is now because it's been so long, but it's got to be soon. Oh, there it is, 19. Nice, sweeping high, so enemy can't get it. I think it did drop though. So they lost all control. They have no RLs anymore. He knows low spawned about now. Enemy quad at 20. He's just hiding, trying not to give away frags, I think. Steal armors. When you're out of control, really, it's always a really good thing to try to take as many armors as you can, to deny them to the team in control, to make it easier to boomstick their RLs. So he's gonna save it if he can, but he's gonna steal it if not. Nice. That's good steal. Creature didn't take much damage, but at least he didn't have a full fresh secret. It looks like Creature died to the boomstick. So again, that was Mutilator stealing the secret from him. Even though he didn't do a ton of damage to Creature, he did enough, and red is significantly better than a yellow, and so Creature ended up probably getting stuck with some boomsticks, and they killed him. It's not. Mutilator went over the telefrag or spawn spot again. It's good to be just out of practice from not having played a ton before this tournament. Or he could just not care because they're up by 150 frags. Alright. Low's going to be 21. Mutilator probably just called that timeout to his team so they can be there for the next one. They've already got 2 RLs. Guessing high is pretty soon if he's up here. Nice Creature. Really on point with the squishing. Oh, that's so bad by Javi. Oh no, Javi goes down to the next boomsticker because Mutilator, as you can see, did so much damage with his boomstick. Just goes to show you, if you're a weapon in a big space like this and you're struggling killing someone, just leave. There's no reason to try to get that boomstick kill there. He just jumped over another spawn point. Maybe he just doesn't care. I don't know. Alright. Big win for them, and Mutilator got a lot of free spawn frags and non-enemy weapon frags. Let's see how much damage he did and dropped. Whoops. We did about 2,600 EWEP, but killed 11, dropped 1. That's yeoman's work right there. That's really impressive, especially on a DM2. But you can see he spent most of his time in back room and low. Only had a few quad runs. I guess he had 5 quad runs, but they were kind of like early mid game. And then he spent probably from 5 to 15-minute mark in the back room running low and killing a bunch of like weak enemies. And so that's why his EWEP wasn't that high, but he still did a lot of damage, 12,000. So thanks a lot. And that is my first stream.